catch the rat. Oh no!
Welcome to the final episode of Taskmaster Series 16. I'm Ditman the Task Rat, and I'm celebrating the grand final by being a grander version of myself. No, I'm not naked. I'm wearing a crown. Speaking of this crown, you know how the winners of Taskmaster UK get to take home a golden bust of Greg Davies? Well, I'm proud to announce that whichever of our 5 comedians wins my competition will get to take home this crown of solid cheese. Are you kidding? This is awesome. I'm not giving it away. This is awesome. This is mine. I want it. Why would I give it away? So no, none of them are getting this crown, but that's okay because now I don't have to figure out overseas shipping. This is the last episode of the series, which means I'm about to try new stuff. That includes music reviews, the Taskmaster New Year's treat, a behind-the-scenes look at a creature building project I'm doing, and more. Stay tuned for the announcement video next week. I am hungry to see this final episode, so let's do it. As usual, you can see the whole thing on Ratreon. That's ratreon.com/ratofalltrades. We still need to see that blackbird thing, crow, raven, whatever bird that is that Lucy's doing.
I trained at RADA. What have I created?
RADA again! What have I created? Lots of great moments in this series. This has been so good. This has been so good.
The thing that, when you turn it round, gives you the biggest shock. £5 for the most
Some of
shocking
these
thing when
might
turned
not be
around.
appropriate,
And at the end of
but-
the show, the overall winner will
Yeah.
take them all home. What a shocking turnaround.
Let me turn around.
Comedy. C. What's the thing that you brought
Look,
in that
that's
when you
me.
turn around will give me a shock?
Well, let's see the thing from the first position.
Pre-turn round.
Pre-turn round.
Uh-oh.
Let's turn it round. What could be there?
Here we go.
Sam,
Yes.
you all right?
I'm good.
Have you done something different with your...
It was all a bit grey.
What thing have you brought in that when you turn
Yes,
it round will shock
it
me?
was a
A
bit great.
baby.
Okay. So here's the baby from the back. Look at it.
I feel
Look
like
at
I
it.
know it's gonna... I mean, I expected it to be a
because I
lot
knew
worse,
it would be
like
something
tentacles and such.
Susan,
My prize is some vanilla ice cream.
And I actually have it here for you, Greg. Okay.
is it something horrible, though? If it's made out of human breast milk.
Does it have to
Now,
do
would
anything
you
with
turn the label
beavers?
That's the ingredients.
There are a lot of beavers doing important work
yeah,
in the ice
that's
cream
genuinely
industry.
horrific. Thank you.
I already knew
What
that,
have you
but
brought in?
I appreciate it.
Urn containing the ashes of a friend of mine.
It's a first for the show. So here's the urn from the front.
First for the
Turn the urn.
So I thought he'd love to appear on this show.
Well, you're clearly going to win. Okay, you were untuffling a thing.
So I untuffled it, but my mum, I said, you just cut mine out of my hair. And she said, yeah, I know. And she said, I've still got it. Have you never noticed? It's the light pulley for the downstairs toilet.
Yeah, and it's on this lamp here.
But has it shocked you?
Yeah, I don't know why I find it so unsettling. Jesus Christ.
You need a second? You're all right.
Well, we're live, aren't we? So
Yeah.
I should...
Well, we're live. Okay, let's figure this out. The thing that when you turn it around gives you the best shock, or worst shock, biggest shock. None of them shocked me. I even knew about the beaver thing. I especially knew about the beaver thing. I think this was a hard task because you're automatically expecting it to be something shocking. So it's really difficult to do. And I'm sure you weren't surprised that I have a butt and a tail. I'm sure you're not surprised when I turned around. But maybe you were surprised that I did it. So I don't know really how I'm going to score this. Kinda whatever. I'll give Susan 5 because she educated the world about beavers. Sue's cutout actually was a little surprising, so she gets 4 points. And I'm just going to continue down the line. Sam 3, Lucy 2, Julian 1. I don't have good reasons for that, really. I could make reasons up. I could say Julian had something I can't show on the YouTube show, and Lucy was nonsensical as usual, and Sam made a little bit of sense. There, those are my reasons. Those were my super good reasons for scoring them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not because it was an easy luggage combo.
5 points because he pulled a sweet story out of one of the darkest things ever to appear on this show. Julian Clary gets 5 points.
Also, I don't at all believe it.
Okay,
when he
what's
says
next,
that.
Alex? Okay, well, we're sticking with the
Whatever.
shocking theme, Greg, and combining it with one of your 5 a day.
It's hard to talk about it without saying dark stuff. Wow.
I thought of something.
Is it family friendly?
Wow, my family wouldn't mind.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of what I would do. Something about cutting
For the
it
nation, really.
into a whole bunch of
First thing that we all
cylinders
agree on that, but I'm
and
intrigued, Susan.
figure out what the heck to do
You
with that.
thought of at least
Use it as
3 more filthy
currency.
things internally.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to share any?
That's an idea.
Hungry baby bird?
Yes, I am quite hungry actually.
I'll go and get you something to eat.
Okay.
I guess
How does that grab you?
it'll be family
I'm quite excited.
friendly,
Really?
depending on
I
your
know you're a
family.
married man, but... Oh, horn dog!
Horn dog.
Wow.
Lucy's is actually pretty good, I guess,
Little baby,
because
he's tiny
it's
little bit fast. Nice.
because it's educational, is what I was about to say. Learn about animals. Some of us do really gross stuff.
Oh. She's very high up.
Wow. Sam's wasn't good until it became really
My
good.
God. We all knew as soon as you came out as a bird, I went, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was feasted upon by this bird.
But we can't give you credit for the bird that happened to come along. That was nature.
It was part of his plan.
We're not allowed to work with nature? What do you say to David?
It was part of his
Pretty
plan,
good
yeah.
documentary, but he had all those foxes.
Sue Perkins, let's see. I did not see where it landed, but
Shocking! Some element of the surprise is gone now.
You've got 4 minutes left, Sue.
We'll do it. The shocking thing is I actually managed to hit him once.
Who's next, please?
Well,
I
here are
guess.
Julian and Susan.
Okay.
Come over here, please.
Right, yes, of course.
I'd like you to kneel down here.
Right.
Yes.
apple. I don't know why I said it like that. I was surprised. What was that last thing? Didn't quite see.
So, is it?
Okay, so she's starting out as a chickmunk.
Family friendly.
We should probably encourage people not to do it too often at home.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Julian.
Good luck to you and your family.
Yeah. Yet another really hard thing to do, a hard task to do, and a hard task to score. Because how do you shock someone who knows they're about to be shocked? So, it's a lot like the Surprise Alex task. I think the people in the Surprise Alex task in Series 3 did better. Sam had a long plan involving a bird at the end coming to eat the donut, or to knock it off, or do something with the donut. And he got awfully close to the roof of the house, which hardly ever happens. They don't let people on the roof. I'm giving him 5 points. I don't know why, but I am going to give Susan 4 points, because it did shock me that, like, she just chipmunked herself and then didn't do anything with it. Lucy can get 3 for her bird thing. I'm not going to say it was made better by Sam's, but I'm going to say Sam's was made better by hers also being a crow. And I'll give 2 to Julian and 1 to Sue, because once you saw the contraption, you knew what was coming. And it was a little bit shocking that it eventually worked. But, I was expecting more from Sue. And I've been a bit too nice to her lately. I've given her a lot of bonus points. Julian is gaining on Sam. Jeez.
On with the next.
I really
Yes,
want
sir.
Sam to
And
win.
it's time for PE.
They're only a few points apart. I'm not going to say the exact number apart they are in the UK version.
Demonstrate the most effective high-intensity 4-part exercise routine.
Each of your 4 exercises must be original and must take place on this mat.
The first must last 8 seconds.
I chose
the second
a bad day to be
4.
my full self.
The third
It is
2
much
and the
harder to
fourth
exercise
1
well.
second long.
Not that I
Also,
recognize.
each move must start with
Anyway.
a whoops and yeah is how it ends.
Each move must start with a yeah and end with a scream.
When I think exercise, I think exorcism.
So when you think exercise, you think of a different word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
guessing this is just
Okay.
for fuel. Just a bit of like,
Yes, hydration.
yeah.
Just because I want to increase my body temperature, I think let's gaffer me up real good.
So you've got to be speaking in tongues.
Could you give me a little demonstration of that?
Let's go to the gym.
May the power of Christ compel you.
It's gotta be rigorous.
Whoops.
An exercise.
Thank you for hydration.
Yeah.
Wow.
What I'll need you to do is to justify how you exercising Alex exercised you.
We had to get rid of his demons.
Although we did flip it around the last 2, I was exorcising him. He was upside down the last one.
Oh, yeah. Right, I'll just score them. I can't.
I will just score them. He says it so nonchalantly. I will just score it. Yeah, I could do that so easily. That was a really hard task to watch and take in everything that's happening in order to score it, because it was much easier to watch it just as one long thing. It was really hard to actually think who's doing what. But my gut instinct says 1 to Julian because he didn't really exercise super hard. And then I guess 2 to Sam because he wasn't exercising either. Nah, scratch that. I'll give Julian 2 and Sam 1. Sue had a good idea with warming herself up. That's definitely going to get the blood pumping in. I don't know what, but she was going the right direction. Unfortunately, most of her things looked about the same, so I'll give her 3. That leaves Susan on 4, Lucy on 5. I think I can't really remember everything that Lucy and Susan did, but I think I liked Lucy's better. I think. Man, this is hard. Well, those are my scores. It turns out judging subjective tasks is not easy.
With Julian, I think there were 4 distinct exercises. I'll give him 5 points.
Yeah, they were supposed to be distinct.
Do we have something special lined up for our last task,
Unfortunately,
Alex?
this is
Oh,
live,
we
so I
certainly do,
can't
Greg,
change
and
my
for the very first time,
I
I'd like
can't
to
change
welcome
my
everybody
scores.
to the Taskmaster Hotel.
Ooh.
Alex isn't here.
Or is he?
Good question.
Very exciting. I've got some reservations. Oh, we're busy. Brian O'Yogurt is in room 1, which is good. That's good. So,
Do you want to read the
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Give your guest the best service.
He has 30 minutes.
His time starts now.
his time starts now. Who's our guest? Should we go find Alex? Should we go find a mannequin?
Guess.
OK, so first up, let's see how Susan and Sue do at being hoteliers.
I
Interesting.
booked a room, so if I could check in, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Are you Mr. Brian O'Yogurt?
Why do you think I'm Mr. Brian O'Yogurt?
Well, I don't think that, but we just had a...
Our mistake, sir. What is your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris.
What's your surname?
Tuvwixes.
Okay, how do you spell that?
TUVWXYZ.
Wait, how do you spell cross?
QRS.
Oh, no, we have it here. Here we have. Room 13. Room 13.
Is his first name
Okay.
Abkadefkahijikulamanap?
Here is
Room
your
13.
room.
Should we ring and see if he's okay? No, that's oppressive. Well done. Hello, Taskmaster Hotels. Sue speaking.
Oh, hello, Sue. It's Chris. Tuvwixes in room 13. I was hoping to order some room service, if that's all right.
Absolutely. Have you got the menu? Do you know what you'd like?
It's a hot cucumber sandwich and a glass of milk. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I can't see
Cucumber
all
served
those things in
two warm
his.
slices of bread.
Chris.
So you wouldn't mind bringing the bags through?
Your hot cucumber sandwich, Mr. Tuvwixes. Are you a cutlery salesman, Mr. Tuvwixes?
Yes, I've got a meeting in 21 minutes.
Okay.
I can't see what those
Is
are.
what you're liking?
I can't
Have you
see.
not seen the view?
Why does he have so many phones?
So many what?
Thank you so much. Thank
I
you.
can't see.
Where's my milk? I've got a meeting in 15 minutes. I need to wear that outfit. Thank you.
Wonderful. Susan, there might be a problem here.
Oh my God! What's going on? Why is there smoke? Fire alarm! If you'd like to just follow me, sir. We're just going to go to the assembly point.
Right. I'm meeting in 7 minutes. I do need to be dressed.
Yes. Hello, Taskmaster Hotel.
Oh, I was just speaking to your colleague. I don't have any bedding.
What do you mean doesn't have any bloody bedding? Why did he just figure that out now?
Once upon a time, there was a very big
I don't have bedding.
Thank you. I'd love my clothes, though.
It's proven quite difficult. I do have an alternative. Would you like this?
Well, I need to wear dungarees.
Well, this is dungarees.
Oh, sir, wonderful. And if I may say, a perfect accompaniment to a Forks and Marbles conference. Can we help you out with the
No, I'll
bags?
be fine from here. Thank you so much for having me.
We'll
send
send
on
on your
dungarees.
dungarees.
Okay. Thank you, bye.
Take care.
I've
you,
basically
bye-bye.
forgotten what the task was.
What did you both think of Mr. Tubberwix?
Tuvwixes.
Tuvwixes.
Demanding tool, I thought.
Abkadefkahijikulamanap.
Did you think that?
I've never seen Forks and Marbles together.
So many.
I just got so overwhelmed.
Well, now I know what was in the soup.
You know, I tipped Sue throughout, not Susan, but Sue split all the tips with Susan. They were an amazing team. Well, Chris Tuvwixes informs me he had quite an acceptable stay at the Taskmaster Hotel while the Sues were in charge, but now he's heading back and it's under new management with Sam, Julian and Lucy running the joint.
Can I check in, please?
Yes, certainly.
Right.
This is complimentary.
Really?
Yeah.
Fine. When am I in?
Good start.
What's your favourite number?
Well, is that how it works?
There you are.
I'd love to have a bit of alone time.
Service
Thank
there
you.
where I sit by this window and I sing to you
No,
if
thank
you
you.
want. Sitting by my window.
Looking at Buffalo.
Do you think he's calling reception?
They're like tourists at a zoo trying to watch Alex.
Room 13.
Chris.
Oh, how are you, man?
I was just wondering if I could order something from room service.
And I'm also looking out of the window, and I did request a room with a view.
There he is.
Hi, Chris. Here's your milk. Nice legs.
I don't think that's appropriate. I'm just going to reception. Is that my bedding?
Yeah.
I'll see you at reception.
Great, thank you.
Lovely legs, sir. Where's the swan?
Hi. Hi. I've got some laundry. Oh, that's lovely.
Hi.
Oh, what are you doing? You shouldn't be in my room.
Is he ready for his spa treatment?
You need treatment.
It says do not disturb.
But you really need to come and have your treatment now. Because we're all clocking off soon, you see.
I like your legs.
Is there a fire? How awful. Make your way to the fire assembly point.
Okay, where's that?
It's just over here. Terrible day we're having.
Hello?
I need to check out in 3 minutes.
I'd like one more glass of milk and a bedtime story, if that's all right.
Chris, you haven't got time for milk if you've got to leave in 3 minutes.
I'd like my milk.
I'd like to check out, please. How much do I owe?
Is 20, 205.
You charge me...
Not now, sir, I'm adding up.
You've got a meeting, you need trousers on.
Don't be a stranger.
What an amazing cast.
How was your experience?
It was turbulent. Julian charged me £305 from the stay. I gave him a £20 tip. He pocketed that.
Okay. So the question is, how many more points do the Sioux get in this task than the team of 3? Watching the Sioux first, it looks like they didn't do very well, but I mean, they're set up to not do well at all right? That's what the task is. So honestly, I'll give them 4 each, because we saw how much of a disaster it could be, how much worse of a disaster it could be. And then everyone else, 1 or 2 maybe. I don't know, my first thought was 2, so I'll just go with that, 2 for them. And now for the final obfuscation round of the series, where we give out bonus points because we want to. I've taken a look at all of the bonus points that I've given out so far this series, and I've given a ton to Sue. She's got 9, and then the other 2 S's, Sam and Susan, only have 4. Julian has 3, and Lucy has 2. So I guess that shows who my favorite contestant is. I was kind of thinking all of the S's, Sam, Sue, and Susan, but clearly I'm giving Sue more than twice as much attention. Some of the bonus points came from episode titles, and honestly, Sue has some great lines this series, okay? So she got 4 episode titles so far, and I think she deserves that. But then she's also my favorite, and she ended up getting 5 extra points throughout the series. But this time, I'm giving a point to Lucy for the title. At least I think I am. I mean, I am giving the point to Lucy, but I'm not sure if she actually said this. There was something about, she said Chris had lovely legs. And she said that a few times. I'm not sure if she's the first person to say it. But I'm going to rewatch when I'm editing and figure out what exactly I want the title to be. But something about lovely legs. And it's probably to Lucy. And because this is live, I have to give her the point. And if it was actually someone else who said that, too bad. I'm also debating on a point between Julian and Sue. Julian kept his tip, and Sue shared her tip, and I'm not sure which is better, but I'm going to give a point to Julian because he hasn't gotten very many points lately. Now, if Sue was sharing that tip directly with me, then yeah, maybe she'd get a point. But I prefer the evilness, the selfishness of keeping it for yourself. So 1 point to Julian, which means we're on to the final task of the series. And I've been keeping track of the points between Julian and Sam, and they are very close in the UK version of Taskmaster. Their scores are very close, so let's see who wins.
In the leaderboard, in terms of the series, it all comes down to the last task. There are 2 points in it. In this episode, it's pretty tight. At the top,
I wasn't
Susan
gonna
on 15 and then Julian on 16
say
points.
how far apart they were, but I knew they were 2 points apart.
Okay, this is it.
Sam
Please
is
make
ahead.
your way
Come
to
on,
the stage for the
Sam.
Throw a ball into the bathtub from behind the rope. You may not touch the rope. If a ball ends up not in the bathtub, you are eliminated. Last player standing wins.
And if a single ball falls out, or if your ball doesn't stay in, you're out. Like a penalty shootout.
So I'm allowed to lean over.
You can lean over, just don't touch that rope.
Don't you touch that rope, Julian
Don't
Clary.
touch it.
That was cruel.
That's not great.
Just automatically
Sit on
out,
the bench.
automatically
There's a chance they'll all go
eliminated.
out in round one.
Easy.
Well, that means he loses this year.
Shall I
Because
go closer?
Great
can't
choice, though, I think.
do better than
Because
Sam.
of the surface area.
What?
You're going to get this.
An anti-climax, like Greg said. Well, all right. Get some points, Susan. Come on.
That's the final
Well,
scores. Please come
Sam
down
has
and join
proven
us.
that he's definitely the Taskmaster champion of Series 16.
Well, one person got a ball in the bath. Sam obviously gets 5 points. The rest are either all joint second or joint last.
They were there, so they get 1 point.
1-1, 5-1-1.
Okay, I'm not doing 5-1-1-1-1-1-1. I'm pretending this was a 3-round task, even though it wasn't. And I'm gonna say, well, for the 3-round task, usually I give them 2 points every time they succeed, and Sam succeeded once, so he gets 2. Everybody else gets 0. And that means we have the final episode scores and the final scores. The winner of the episode is Susan with 17 points. I was actually kind of hoping Sam would win, so he'd win 6 and then everybody else gets 1, and that's a weird pattern of, that's a weird balance symmetry thing. Anyway, but Susan getting 2 wins is good, kid. And the winner of Taskmaster Rodentia Series 16 is... It's Sam. He's got 153 points. Although his lead crumbled a little bit, it's only 14 points ahead of Susan in second place, then Sue, then Julian, then Lucy. Congratulations to Sam for winning. Nothing at all because I'm keeping this, but you also get to win their episode too. Let's go take a look at their scores.
A tight episode for the main part. Sue, unfortunately, at the bottom with 11. But Julian, with 17 points, wins the episode.
Good attempt from Julian to cross that gap.
Your new Taskmaster champion is Sam Campbell!
161 points. Is that a new face for the I can't see forks and marbles, but I can see the frame where he's got orange and an orange shirt. And he's got sunglasses. He knew he was going to win, of course. He hasn't even touched the trophy yet. Oh, there we go. He's like avoiding it, and Greg's like, I've got a prize for you if you want it. I guess I'll keep it. I like this. I like this a lot. I'll just keep it. Just don't worry. You could Just go away. Go away. Man, what a series. I think the past several Taskmaster series, I think starting from series 12, which was one of the last COVID special ones, series 12 and on have all been fantastic. I think my favorite of them has been 13, but like 14 and 15 had some low moments. I don't think they started out that great. I mean, they started out good, but they ended up fantastic. And this series ended up fantastic too. Well, except for the very final task. Come on, you've got to try out some of the live tasks. All right, you've got to fill up a tub and try it yourself and see how possible it is. If 4 out of 5 of your crew members can't do it on the first chance, then it's going to be a bad task. And I just don't like the elimination tasks anyway. But I'm glad that Sam won, especially since he had such a huge lead in mine. It's interesting. So my scores, if we ignore Julian, my scores are very similar to Greg's scores throughout the series. At least they're in the same order. But for some reason, I tended to score Julian pretty lowly whenever Greg scored him high. Which is interesting that it happened for only one person. One of the reasons, there is one definite reason, is that I am specifically scoring a lot of the mature adult stuff low, and Julian brought in a lot of those as prizes. So there's definitely like a 10 to 15 point gap there alone. And then there's just a few other chances where I preferred Sam over Julian, Julian's didn't hit me very well. Like the create a gang task. I think he scored highly with Greg, but not with me. But I will say, at the end of the series, I am really enjoying Julian's humor, okay? So that's the end of the series. Series 16. Stay tuned, and next week I'm going to announce everything else that I'm doing for the next couple months. Oh, and before I forget, a lot of YouTubers would say something like, hey, thanks for watching. Right now, thanks for watching, but I'm evil, so I can't really express gratitude, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at you during the point where I should be saying that sort of stuff. Stare. Alright, that's it. That's all we're doing for the series. We've got new stuff coming up starting next week, so see you there, and squeak you later.